In the news, the Malacañang Department of National Defense said it has yet to know the whole details of former President Rodrigo Duterte's visit to China. Meanwhile, DND Secretary Gilbert Teodoro said that it is too early to make judgments. Almar Forsuelo tells us more.
The visit of former President Rodrigo Duterte to China hit the headlines, but until now, no one knows what other issues and concerns have been brought up by the former president to Chinese President Xi Jinping. Even Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro wants to know what topics have been tackled and discussed by Duterte and Xi. In a press conference on Thursday, Teodoro said that even President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has no idea of what really the concern of the former president was and why he visited the said country. Still, the Defense Secretary said that they are willing to wait for details on the matter.
Same as the President, we'd like to know what issue of national interest was talked about, and naturally also the President said that track 2 diplomacy is naturally done. This is not foreign because, for example, former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo shares the Boao Forum. President Ramos used to chair it. So we'd like to wait as to what was the outcome of such a meeting, and we encourage all efforts anyway to engage with China.
With this, Secretary Teodoro said cannot judge if there is a cause for concern on the said visit, but expressed confidence that former President Duterte knows what he's doing.
Muna malaman natin kung anong pinag-usapan para mahusgahan natin kung cause of concern o hindi. Pero inaasahan natin dating Presidente ng Pilipinas, Presidente Duterte. At inaasahan din natin na ang interes ng Pilipinas ay ay taglay.
President Marcos earlier said that he knows that Duterte visited China and that he is confident that the interests of the Philippines are the main goal of the said visit. This month, Secretary Teodoro and Chinese Ambassador Wang Zhilian met each other and agreed that the Philippines and China need to establish a mechanism for exchanges of information, infrastructure, and on different aspects.
With the Chinese ambassador, it was basically a call, and there will be continuing dialogue, but on a non-ministerial level. Naturally, we need to engage them and build up mechanisms for exchanges of information and possible areas of convergence. But it has to begin on a lower level and to build up our infrastructure in order to further, if we see that there is a way forward, further elevate the engagement on a defense level. But right now, it is, just seeing where areas converge on a security and a defense level.
In line with this, President Marcos Jr. is very positive that former President Duterte will soon share of what are the topics that he raised with the President of China. To recall, many have raised their opinions concerning the visit of former President Duterte to China. During the visit, President Xi reportedly told Duterte that China stands ready to promote steady and sustained development of relations with the Philippines and thanked his strategic option during his term of office that brought China-Philippines relations back on the right track. Following the talks, Duterte also joined a ribbon-cutting ceremony, a memorial building that was named after his mother, Soledad Duterte, in Fuzhou City, Fujian, China. For God and my beloved Philippines, Almar Forsuelo, SMNI News.
The chief of the International Monetary Fund urges a stronger global financial safety net as reports indicate global economic activity slows. The details from Justine Nazario.
At a G20 meeting, the head of the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, Kristalina Georgieva, issued a warning about the potential impact of inflation and economic growth. She highlighted that the global economy, while resilient, is experiencing a slowdown, particularly in the manufacturing sector. Georgieva pointed out that the world economy's growth, supported by the strong labor markets and service demand, remains weak compared to historical standards. Looking ahead, she predicted a pronounced slowdown for advanced economies, with growth expected to decline from 2.7% in 2022 to 1.3% by the end of 2023. While there are encouraging signs of inflation slowing down, Georgieva expressed concern about persistently high headline inflation and sticky core inflation despite significant monetary policy tightening. She warned that inflation might remain elevated for an extended period, requiring further interest rate hikes. To address these challenges, Georgieva urged G20 leaders to take both domestic and international policy measures focused on reducing inflation and managing finances responsibly. The IMF chief also stressed the need to protect vulnerable countries by strengthening the global financial safety net. While some parts of the global economy are faring well and others are still growing despite weakening, Georgieva called for reforms that promote business growth and job creation. Reporting, this has been Justina Zorio, SMNI News.